CPI data report was released today. Let's go ahead and break it down. I really hope that you guys learned something new. And if you do, please consider dropping a thumbs up and subscribing if you feel like we earned it. Excuse me. Let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. Overall, NASDAQ market began to sell off. We did live stream the CPI data report. So if you missed that, feel free to watch it. And it's under my live streams right now. But overall, NASDAQ market began to sell off. And it's because the actual report was not better than what was expected. Excuse me. We had an expectation of 3.6%. We were previously at 3.7%, and we came in at 3.7%. So this means that inflation came in 0.1% higher than what was expected. Now, where exactly is this report released? BLS.gov/CPI. I broke this down during the live stream. You can click right here under PDF, and you can see that all items came in 0.4% higher. We took away 0.4% for the previous month. So again, our overall inflation rate came in at 3.7%. Core inflation came in at 4.1%. So we are seeing that core inflation is actually dropping, which is essentially pretty good based off of the Federal Reserve. But overall CPI came in a little bit higher than what was expected and pretty much the same time or at the same level as last month. When looking at the overall line items for the CPI data report, which again, CPI data is the inflation report, pretty much just tracks on a monthly basis based off of these line items. Is inflation going month or up or down month over month? And the biggest jump that we saw within our inflation rate, which isn't much of a surprise, is fuel oil, if I'm not mistaken, came in at 8.5%. The biggest drop that we saw was a negative 2.5% drop, and I believe that was based off of used cars and trucks. So if you want to, again, look a little bit more into it, feel free to go to bls.gov, click on the PDF, and you can read this all yourself. But I wanted to share my thoughts with you very, very quickly. When looking at this on the 5-minute time frame, we're testing this critical support range that we've been testing for the past 4 days. Market has found any reason to be more bullish than bearish. Even after, a nice rally, we pull on back. The next day, we run right back up. We sell off, and before market close, we run right back up. Market's been more bullish than it has been bearish. It has been finding any reason to do so. With that being said, if it does begin to show signs of progress, yes, we do obviously, just like anything, run the chance of this thing potentially selling off. But I'm just reminding you that the true direction based off of recent patterns has been more bullish than bearish. This report isn't much worse than what was expected. It came in at 3.7. Expectation was 3.6. Again, it's a 0.1% off. Is this going to justify for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates on the next Fed meeting? Again, that's up to you to decide, but based off of how the market's adjusting, I would say that it's pretty much just going to be giving back what it gained yesterday because this might have been an overreaction, expecting that inflation was going to come in a little bit lower than what was expected. As of right now, on the 5-minute time frame, the market is still bullish. Do not get faked out on the 1-minute time frame thinking that something has happened, which happens to me all of the time. When looking at larger time frames, again, you allow yourself to really slow down and look more, and you're able to see a different perspective of more of the true direction of how the market is trading. So again, when in doubt, don't be afraid to stay cash. That's one of the things that we continue to talk about within our LPP team, is making sure that during uncertain times, during choppy markets, during unclear direction, that you give the market the time that it needs to paint its picture for the day. If not, then just don't take a trade, right? Very, very simple. So I hope that earned your thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Again, I'd love to keep you guys more up to date. If you have any questions, shoot me a direct message via Discord. But I want to remind you, we're running our biggest sale right now for LPP, which is, again, my daily live trading session. If you want to watch me trade live as soon as tomorrow, it's the second link in the description down below. And I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for our live session. We'll see you then. Take care, team.